Golden State Warriors be on the verge of solving their frontcourt problems with one of the smartest veteran signings of the entire offseason? While teams across the league chase flashy names and blockbuster trades, the Warriors are reportedly targeting Boston Celtics center Al Horford in a move that could perfectly complement their championship core and provide the stability they desperately need in the paint. According to Dan Favale of Bleacher Report, the 39-year-old former NBA champion is expected to sign a 2-year, $11.7 million contract with Golden State, including a player option for the 2026-27 season. This potential acquisition represents exactly the kind of calculated veteran addition that championship teams are built on: proven talent at a reasonable price, with championship experience and the perfect skill set to maximize their current window. The Warriors roster construction has revealed a glaring need for size and experience in the middle, and Horford provides answers in multiple crucial areas that could transform their entire approach to both offense and defense. His court spacing ability remains elite despite his age, connecting on 36.3% of his three-point attempts last season and an impressive 41.9% during Boston's championship run in 2024. For a Warriors team built around Stephen Curry's gravitational pull and constant motion, having a center who can stretch defenses to the three-point line creates the kind of spacing that makes their entire offensive system more dangerous. But the passing and basketball IQ component might be even more valuable than his shooting. Horford's ability to facilitate offense from the high post and make smart decisions in Golden State's movement-heavy system aligns perfectly with Steve Kerr's offensive philosophy. Defensively, Horford's 6 feet 9 inches frame brings rim protection and the intelligence to thrive in pick-and-roll coverages, which would allow Draymond Green to return to his more natural power forward position. This positional flexibility could be crucial for preserving Green's energy for playoff runs, while giving Golden State more lineup options throughout the regular season. As Favale noted in his free agency outlook, Horford's size, smarts, and experience shore up Golden State's pick-and-roll coverage, while allowing Draymond to play more at his natural power forward spot and preserve himself for postseason runs. This isn't just about adding another body to the rotation. This is about strategic roster construction that maximizes every player's strengths. While Horford wouldn't be expected to play heavy minutes, his presence would fill specific gaps that have plagued the Warriors' frontcourt rotation. He would likely start games as the center, stretching defenses and managing the paint while sitting out back-to-back games. For load management purposes, his value becomes even more apparent during playoff situations where his high basketball IQ and calm presence make him a reliable option in postseason lineups. The addition would also provide crucial support for Jonathan Kuminga's development. With Horford handling rim protection duties, Kuminga could focus more on attacking in transition and developing his scoring arsenal without the pressure of anchoring the defense. This kind of veteran mentorship could be invaluable for a young player still finding his role within the Warriors' championship framework. From a strategic standpoint, this signing would represent an immediate upgrade at the center position following Kevin Looney's departure, and would give Kerr the flexibility to explore more 5-out lineups with Horford spacing the floor. The ability to play small ball lineups with legitimate size and shooting creates matchup problems that opposing teams struggle to solve throughout an entire 7-game series. The mentorship component cannot be understated either. Young big men like Trayce Jackson-Davis would benefit enormously from learning preparation and professionalism habits from a veteran who has sustained excellence at the highest level for over a decade. Horford's championship experience with Boston provides a blueprint for what it takes to perform under the most intense pressure situations. This move also sends a clear message about the Warriors' organizational priorities by adding proven championship talent. The front office reassures both Stephen Curry and the fan base that the organization remains focused on competing for titles rather than rebuilding or retooling. It's a statement that they believe their championship window remains open, and they're willing to make the necessary moves to maximize it. At 39 years old, Horford gets another legitimate chance to compete for a championship with a team that has realistic title aspiration rather than joining a rebuilding franchise. The clear role definition allows him to thrive as a situational starter with well-defined expectations rather than being asked to carry a heavy load that his body might not be able to handle at this stage of his career. The financial compensation ensures he's fairly rewarded for what could be his final NBA contract. while the player option for 2026 to 27 gives him flexibility to evaluate his future based on how his body responds to another season. It's a win-win situation that benefits both player and organization. However, the age factor cannot be ignored completely. At 39, questions about durability and stamina are legitimate concerns, especially for a team with championship aspirations that needs reliable contributors. Throughout a long playoff run, his limited minutes could also reduce development opportunities for younger frontcourt players, who might benefit from increased playing time. Adding Horford would also contribute to an already aging core, which raises questions about the team's long-term sustainability. But for a franchise operating with championship urgency around Curry's remaining prime years, these concerns become secondary to immediate competitive advantages. Sometimes championship teams have to make calculated risks to maximize their current opportunities. This potential signing reflects the Warriors' sophisticated understanding of what wins championships in today's NBA. Rather than chasing big names or making desperate moves, they're targeting players who solve specific problems while fitting seamlessly within their existing framework. Horford's combination of shooting, passing, and defensive intelligence addresses multiple roster needs while maintaining the flexibility that championship teams require. The Western Conference remains brutally competitive, with teams like Denver, Phoenix, and the Lakers all making significant moves to improve their championship odds. In this environment, adding a player of Horford's caliber and experience could be the difference between another disappointing playoff exit and a return to championship contention. His championship experience with Boston provides invaluable perspective on what it takes to perform under the highest pressure situations. When games slow down in the playoffs and execution becomes paramount, having players who have been there before becomes absolutely crucial. Horford has not only been there, he's succeeded at the highest level. The basketball fit is almost too perfect to ignore. Horford's ability to stretch defenses creates driving lanes for Curry and other perimeter players, while his passing from the high post keeps the ball moving in ways that make Golden State's offense virtually unstoppable when clicking. Defensively, his rim protection and pick-and-roll coverage give the Warriors the kind of paint presence they've been missing. If this signing materializes, it would represent one of the smartest veteran acquisitions of the entire offseason. The Warriors would be getting proven championship talent at a reasonable price, while addressing crucial roster needs that have limited their effectiveness in recent seasons. The combination of Curry's brilliance, Green's versatility, and Horford's two-way impact creates a foundation that can compete with any team in the league. For a franchise that has built its recent success on identifying undervalued talent and maximizing fit over flash, the potential addition of Al Horford represents everything that makes their approach so effective. Sometimes the best moves are the ones that make perfect sense rather than the ones that make the biggest headlines. This isn't about making a splash in free agency or generating social media buzz. This is about winning basketball games when they matter most. Horford brings exactly what championship teams need: experience, intelligence, versatility, and a calm presence that can make the difference in crucial playoff moments. What are your thoughts on the Warriors potentially signing Al Horford? Do you think his veteran presence and championship experience could be the missing piece that brings another title to the Bay Area? Drop your opinions in the comments below and smash that like button if you believe this could be the move that puts Golden State back on top of the NBA.